Can you give everyone a sense of what it's been like for you guys to get to this point in terms of sacrifice, how hard it's been, how different this season has been for you guys on a personal level?
It's really satisfying to get here. I say that based off what happened last year. Like Coach Michael said last year, the alternative to March Madness with COVID was to just not have a tournament. So everyone on the team is real grateful that we even get the opportunity to be here in the bubble. It's a very extraordinary situation. Like you said, sacrifice, and sacrifice is kind of what this team stands on. We all sacrifice for each other. We stay to ourselves. We don't go out on weekends. We stay to each other, trying not to bring COVID into the practice facility. And like Coach Michael said, we haven't had one pause all year, and that's just a credit to the guys and the sacrifice that they brought to the table all year.
We'll go next to Steve Politi and then Bruce Beck.
Hey, Ron, along those lines, sacrifice 28 hours is a long time to spend in a hotel room. I'm curious what you did to kill the time. Did you watch something on TV? Did you go stir crazy? And is it true what Gio said about having an unlimited lifetime supply of deodorant now, thanks to the NCAA?
Yeah, like when we first got here, we got a duffel bag, and that duffel bag, or like a cushion bag, and it was just filled with deodorant, conditioner, hair gel, air freshener, cleaning wipes. Like it was an unlimited supply. So I'm sure I won't be running out of anything. But those 28 hours, we got here pretty late at night, so we spent about like 12 of those hours sleeping and in bed before we got our next COVID test, and then I used the next 10, 12 hours just in my room, playing some Xbox, watching some film on the team we're about to play, and just really trying to lock in, staying to myself, and trying to be productive with my time.
Just as a quick follow-up, you're not allowed to go outside? I mean, is that weird in itself?
Yeah, I forget how many days we've been in here, maybe 3. I haven't been outside in like 3 days, so stepping outside to go to the bus would definitely be a great experience.
Hey, Ron, congratulations on a very good season.
Thank you.
What's the formula for a Rutgers victory in this game and going forward in this tournament? What do you feel has to happen among your teammates in terms of offense and defense?
I feel like we just got to play connected and play with each other. When we're connected and we play together, I feel like we can play with anybody in the country, when we're making that extra pass, when we have each other's back on defense, whether it's a rotation or rotating to get a rebound. I feel like if we just play for each other, play for the dude with the same jersey on for you, we're going to be in great shape.
And if there's someone who has to take the last shot, do you think you have 3, 4 guys that can do that?
Definitely, when it comes to the last shot, we usually veer to the dude that's made a lot of them in Gio. But I know this team, we got a lot of dudes that can make the final shot. And if you watch our practice, we got 4, 5, 6 guys taking that final shot in a close scrimmage, and it's just really showing the character of this team.
Thank you.
We'll go next to Keith Sargent and then Matt Sugam.
Hey, Ron. Speaking about Gio, his sophomore year, I think he had 1991 penned on the sneakers. I think it was a game at Maryland. You must have been a freshman at the time. Do you remember that? And just from a standpoint of the fact that he was able to kind of talk the talk and walk the walk, how happy are you that he actually got a chance to be able to finish it out in the NCAA tournament?
Extremely happy for him and extremely happy for all the guys. That was our goal. That was our mission from day one, and we all got recruited here. We didn't get recruited. We got recruited here to win. We got recruited here to go to the NCAA tournament, to break streaks, to set records. And, we're doing just that, and we're doing it on a daily basis. And Friday, we get the opportunity to do it all over again and to win the first game in the NCAA tournament in 40 years.
Hey, Ron. It's been pretty well documented, with Gio and Miles and yourself included, of heralded recruits exceeding expectations. What does that say about this program's, player development program?
So like Coach Michael said, it's a players program, and the player development is not just one coach. It's everybody in practice, whether we're getting extra shots up. The coaches around us, people we have around us, the coaches, the managers that show up to rebound every time we need them. It's just showing of the sacrifice. I always talk about sacrifice. Because that's what this team really stands on. No matter what time it is, the coach will always find a way to come shoot you. No matter how inconvenient it is, the manager will make his way to the ABC to come rebound for you. So it's all about sacrifice. You know, that helps us shoot the ball better. That helps us handle the ball better and avoid turnovers. And it shows in the grand scheme of things.
Thank you.
We'll go next to Tina Savasio.
Hi there, Ron. Ron, you were raised in and around basketball. You were raised in New Jersey, and now you're representing Rutgers on the biggest stage here in the tournament on Friday. How do you capitalize on this entire buildup, your whole life, basically, this 2-year journey that really Rutgers has been on, while also maintaining emotions and still taking on the challenge of playing Clemson?
You know, it's just surreal to be able to do this for the State University of where I was born and where I was raised in New Jersey. And it's a great feeling, you know. Wherever I go, my mom always tells me this, wherever I go, we're going to win. We're going to help a program turn and change, and, you know, break records. And, you know, that's just what we're doing. And being here at March Madness with Rutgers for the first time since 1991, it's a great opportunity. It's a great feeling. But we have a very well understanding that the job's not finished. So we still got a lot more to accomplish. And we're looking forward to bringing that mindset on Friday.
I know your mom watches your every move so closely. Where is your family there in Indianapolis? Are they all coming to watch the games? What's your situation with that?
Yeah, my family's coming down to watch the games in the next couple of days, you know, so they'll be down here and they'll be at the arena ready to watch me play in March Madness.
Thank you.
We'll go next to Zach Basilio and Stephen Wino after him.
Ron, what was the reaction that you got when you committed to Rutgers, and do you remember what exactly sold you about the program?
I remember the reaction. Like, I would always tell people I'm coming to Rutgers to win, and, you know, they'd be like, "Yeah, well, that's gonna be hard. The last in the Big Ten, you know, not, you know, really have great facilities, this, that, the other thing." And it's just like I just took it on the chest. You know, you just use it as fuel to the fire, and, you know. I always told people I was coming to Rutgers to win. And I remember going on away games my senior year. I would get the Rutgers sucks chance and all that nonsense. And, you know, here and really winning games and helping change the program around that really feels good. And, you know, when I took my unofficial visit in August, all the coaches talked to me. They talked about their vision. They talked about the plans that they have for this program. It was something you could really sell yourself on. And, you know, one thing that really sold me is Coach Pagel showed me his track record, where programs were before he got there versus when he left or when he was at his end of his tenure there. And it's really showing of him as a coach, him as a recruiter, and the coaching staff around him. You know, we have a coaching staff full of winners, you know, Final Four, Sweet 16, national championships, you name it, this coaching staff's probably done it. So it's just a coaching staff, a program built around people that know it. I really want to formula.
Ron, was it at all in, you know, you knew the recent history, you grew up in Jersey. Was it at all kind of, when you decided to go there, like, this is going to be really hard, you know? I mean, was there ever a fear of how hard it was going to be to change things?
No, definitely nothing's easy. You know, everything comes with hard work. When you play in the consistently best basketball conference in America, you know, it's not going to be easy to change the program around, to win more games. But the commitment of the guys around me, the coaches around me, you know, everybody around me to make this a winning program, it was really showing, and it gave me confidence that we could really do this. You know, every time we came in, like, as a freshman class, me, Montez, and Caleb, we all had the same mindset. You know, we're just work our tail off, you know, try to help this team as many games as possible. You know, this was never about one person. This was never about a group of people. This was about all of us, and, you know, us playing together and us being together and sharing one common goal. You know, really helped achieve this.
Wacky question for you. Everybody knows the One Shining Moment song. As a kid, did you ever kind of pretend you were in that song, hitting a buzzer-beating shot or anything like that?
Oh, definitely. I think every basketball player has envisioned themselves in that video. You know, One Shining Moment is like it's a tradition. You know, and I remember when we made the tournament, when we were going to make the tournament last year, I was like, damn, we have a chance to be in One Shining Moment. You know, that's like a dream come true. Because I remember after every single March Madness, as soon as that One Shining Moment came out, I was just stalking YouTube for it. I was just excited to see it.
We'll go to Aaron Brightman next.
Hey, Ron. in terms of what matchup problems does Amir Sims pose for you guys? And as much as we talk about your offensive game, how important is it for you to set the tone on the defensive end and on the glass?
I definitely have to set the tone on the defensive end and on the glass. And Coach Bagley, he gave me my stats when I get more than 7 rebounds or when I get more than 10 rebounds or more. You know, this team is really successful, but Amir Sims is definitely a matchup problem. And, you know, he's a center that can get a rebound and push it full court. He can catch it on the perimeter. He can post up. He has a really versatile game. You know, he's just he's different than the modern day center that we're used to facing in the Big Ten. So it will be an entertaining matchup to get to see him on Friday.
We'll go to Chris Nowalski and then Steve Politti.
Hey, Ron, I know Clemson has another Jersey guy, an Alameda Dog. Did you play against him in high school at all? What do you remember about him?
I used to play Al a lot in AAU, high school, summer leagues, and I just remember he's a real scrappy guard. He'll do whatever it takes to win, and he plays hard and he gives it his all out there, and he'll do whatever for his team to win. It doesn't matter what you tell him. So he's a great kid, great player. I have tremendous respect for him and his game, and looking forward to playing another Jersey guy on Friday. In this bubble, you see tons of Jersey guys to your left, to your right, and this is crazy.
Thanks.
Hey, Ron, I know there's a lot going on just in this year for you guys, but based on what you guys have done in the pandemic and the sacrifices you made, do you think that this generation of college basketball players will be remembered as a turning point for player compensation somewhere down the line?
I sure hope so. This group of players that play college basketball right now, we're very active in the fight for our name, image, and likeness to be passed. And, this is a group of college kids that sacrificed more than anybody ever has when it comes to playing college basketball. We've been isolated from friends, family, girlfriends, etc. for the whole year. And, we got to Indianapolis, they moved us to an NCAA hotel, and now we're in a bubble. So this group has sacrificed a tremendous amount. Hopefully we're a turning point and where the NCAA could look at us and potentially pass the name, image, and likeness laws that we should rightfully receive.
Got time for one or two more if anyone else has a question for Ron. I'm not sure if Ralph Russo is still with us. If there's anybody else that has one last question for Ron, feel free to sneak it in here. And if not, thank you, Ron, for your time today.
Thank you, guys.